As an agent for change, as you've been describing to us throughout your evidence, why weren't you or aren't you interested in going back and understanding what it was about the organisation that didn't respond historically in the way that you're responding now?
I think it would be wrong to say we haven't gone back and looked. I have gone back and looked. It'd be disingenuous to say we haven't. We have. But I suppose what I took from your earlier questions was the level of detail to which we might go back into it. I haven't gone back to unpick every corporate paper or try to interrogate people as to the conversations they had at that point. What we've tried to do is look back and recognise where things should have been done differently. And then, if it was particularly poignant, why things might not have been done differently. But I think that's if I think about those 66 recommendations, that's two statutory processes that have delivered those recommendations. When we did our own analysis off the back of those 66 recommendations to produce a kind of transformation delivery plan at the start of 2020, and I was given a month by the Home Secretary and the Mayor to arrive at an initial plan. We had actually grown those recommendations under our own analysis to something closer to over 100. When you're faced with that spread of required change and improvement, I think you don't have the capacity to unpick every single element of why one particular thing might not have happened. I think what you have to accept when you're a leader in my position who's dealing with questions of broad strategy, intent, the absolute need to hold people to good outcomes, you sort of almost have to accept the generality of it, which is we need to improve, we need to look to best practice elsewhere, we need to recognise where there's been very specific obstacles to change where it's particularly pointed. But actually I need to devote my energy and the energy of my teams to, because we owe it to the bereaved and the survivors particularly, we owe it to anyone who lives in a high-rise block in London, and we owe it to firefighters who were so courageous that night to bring that change forward. And the energy has got to be, as much as understanding the lessons of the past, looking to the future and continuously challenging ourselves to improve.